Negative self-talk is one of the leading ways to start health issues, mental health issues, and all sorts of issues. This can be within your relationships, your love life, your friends, your community, your job, your finances, your spirituality, yourself. Negative self-talk is one of the leading ways. Today I'm going to be going through 5 ways to overcome negative self-talk. Let's jump right into it. Firstly, brain dump in the morning and before going to bed. So what you're going to do, you're going to take out a piece of paper, you're going to bring out your recording app, you're going to type it on a Google Doc, and you're just going to speak. You're just going to write. You just write everything that comes to mind. Chocolate, friends, family, what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to eat, how am I going to get to school today, do I have to turn my car on, anything that comes to mind, write it down. There are 2 reasons why I'm saying this. Firstly, thoughts have more structure now. When you put things down on paper, they just make more sense. You start seeing it more objectively rather than subjectively, right? Like you're seeing everything. You're thinking from like ice cream to finances, right? You see it all. And this helps bring in so much clarity. Secondly, Kidlin's law is a problem-solving theory. If you can write down your issues clearly, you have solved half of it. But this time around, we are not trying to solve the issue. We're just trying to get you to write everything that you're thinking, everything that is coming to your mind, everything that is consuming your mind space that is sacred. You're putting it down on paper so that it's no longer up here, but down here. When you make space for memories, for thoughts, for ideas on paper, your brain doesn't need to keep up with you and try to remember it, freeing up space, which often leads to more clarity. This method is for seeing your issues, your problems, your ideas, your concepts, your thoughts, and this makes your thoughts less abstract. Secondly, move. For God's sake, please move. That is all I'm asking of you. Move. Jump, spin, dance, roll, I don't know, do something. Move. That is all I'm asking you. Negative thoughts often come with their own chemicals. They bring in their own little friends. When you move, when you jump, when you spin, you dance, you are releasing cortisol and you are bringing in adrenaline. Movement helps dissipate that. Movement helps dissipate the negative emotions. It helps you separate from thoughts and feelings and feeling worried and panicked and anxious to moving. You're just moving. It's a somatic change. Secondly, this leads back to that somatic change that we were talking about. It interrupts the ruminative loop. The loop is often tied back to a broken record loop. So if we think of a broken record, what is it doing? It just keeps spinning. It just spins. It's not doing anything. It's not playing music. It's not doing anything. It's just movement. It's just moving. So imagine your thoughts like that. It's just moving. You're not making any progress. You're not thinking, you're not feeling, you're not releasing any emotion. You're acting like a freaking broken record. So what I want you to do is move. You interrupt that loop. You interrupt the broken record label. You interrupt it. Sometimes thinking and becoming a broken record sometimes feels like you're doing something productive, but it isn't. You're not finding a solution. You're not releasing emotions. You're not feeling anything. You're just thinking. So move. Thirdly, label the thought. Label the thought, label the feeling, label the energy, label it. When you label a thought, you have now reduced half of its power because it's no longer abstract, it's defined. If you're feeling anxious about a math test, you have defined it. It's anxiety. You have defined it, and now you're no longer thinking, why am I thinking this? Why am I feeling this? You know it's anxiety. You have reduced half of its power. The trick is to be precise and effective. The idea behind labeling your thought is that you're moving from feeling the thought to now observing. So the idea that I kind of like to think about is when we are labeling an emotion. So say I'm worried about what am I going to wear tomorrow, right? So I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling panicked, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I am feeling all of these thoughts. I'm feeling overwhelmed that I don't know what to wear. I'm going to be stop. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling overwhelmed that I don't know what to wear tomorrow. You are now moving from feeling the thought to observing the thought. You're thinking, oh, I'm feeling overwhelmed because I don't know what to wear tomorrow. Instead of being the character in the movie, you are now the director and you're observing the character in the movie. Declutter your space, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Let me tell you all about it. Play some nice music, some classical, some Taylor Swift. We all love some Taylor Swift on this channel. Play some Taylor Swift, light a candle, get in a nice mood, put on some perfume that makes you feel calm and luscious and beautiful, and clean up your space. Whether that's physical, clean up your desk, make your bed, throw out the garbage. If it's not physical, go into your mental space. We have tons of things going around in our mental space, and like I said, a great way to get rid of that mental declutter is journal, brain dump, write everything that you're feeling, make lists. For me, writing to-do lists is perfect. It's perfect. It gives me structure, it gives me clarity, it organizes me, and it organizes everything going in my head, and it puts it down on paper. This concept means that it's eliminating any negative emotions that you're bringing in with a cluttery space, something messy. It's making you feel shameful, embarrassed maybe fearful, maybe even overwhelmed that there's so much mess that you haven't taken care of. And when you do take care of it, it invites emotions of freeness, of clarity, of feeling in control of something in your life. And as humans, we cannot deny that we don't want control. We definitely want control in some way or shape. So the best way to do that is to take time to declutter your space. Last but not least, be careful, be cautious of what you are consuming. In a big digitalized world, we are constantly consuming. All we do is consume. Like, even for me, I am on my phone 4 to 6 hours a day. And imagine how much content you are consuming within those 4 to 6 hours in your day. It's insane. You are getting fed so much information. Your thoughts aren't your own anymore. It's byproducts of other people's thoughts. Information isn't even yours. You don't even know if it's factual, but it's affecting your brain. Information affects your brain a lot more than you think it does. You see something and it says something that you don't like pineapples don't belong on pizza, and you think you just move on from it. You scroll past it, you don't look at it, you don't like it, you move on. But it's in your brain. It's in your brain. You might even dream about pineapples on pizza. It's the best. Self-talk isn't out of nowhere. It is rehearsed and is repeated, which is why I keep saying that the content you consume is so important, or at least just be cautious of what you're watching, because self-talk doesn't just come out of nowhere. You are learning it. It is being repeated. It is being rehearsed. A lot of the content reduces your attention span, and apparently we have a smaller attention span than fish, I think, which is insane. My friends and I were talking about how sometimes when you see things online, or thoughts or experiences you've gone through within the day, you'll often dream about it. It'll often be stringed together. It'll be a combination of things that you've seen. Your subconscious mind is definitely taking in information that you're seeing. So this video right now, your subconscious mind is hearing it and is understanding it and is clocking to you that self-talk is so important, which can make it really hard to decide who you are, to think positive thoughts, to think thoughts that are good for you. All of these symptoms can cause negative self-talk. Another point I want to make with being cautious of the content you consume is understanding that social media isn't real. People show parts of themselves. It isn't the whole idea. Think of it as seeing the globe. That globe you would see in classrooms when you went to school. It's like saying I'm only seeing a certain part of the world, right? People are only showing a part of the world. They aren't showing the entire globe. They aren't showing the bottom, the front, the top, the sides. It's only fragments. It's bits and pieces, like pieces of a mirror if it broke. right? If a mirror shatters, they're only picking and choosing parts that they want to show you. Whether that's good or bad, I really want to urge you today, especially in today's climate, today's really big digitalized world, I want to urge you to take in the good and the bad on social media very carefully. Do your own research, do your own fact checks, and just try to spend less time online. I know everything is so digitalized, but I really think it'll help all of us if we take time and become very selective with the type of content that we're consuming. And this concludes our video for today. Before we leave together, I want to urge you to say this with me. Put your hand on your chest, on your heart, and I want you to repeat this after me. I choose compassion and joy in the words I speak to myself, in the thoughts I think about myself. I am loved and I am whole in my imperfections as well as my perfections. I choose to speak kindly to myself and I give grace to myself when I make mistakes. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for the next video.